After 17 years of working for CNN, Don Lemon was unceremoniously fired. Why was Don Lemon fired from CNN? The answer is simple. On CNN this morning, Don Lemon was having a spirited conversation with a MAGA Republican who was attempting and really trying to insult Don Lemon and black people everywhere by asserting that the NRA has always stood with and for civil rights when it comes to black people. Because Don Lemon strongly disagreed with him and he was correcting him continuously throughout the interview. Thus, he was fired. Black America, listen, we must tell our story ourselves. In this age of, quote, woke culture, close quote, we have always been awakened and we have always been woke. This is not the time for falling asleep. This is the time for preserving our own history, for telling our own story. Don't depend upon someone else to tell our story and to tell our history. I remember as a child growing up, I went to my seventh grade teacher and I asked her about the history of black people. What she did, she took me to a bookcase and half of the shelf, she said, "This is your history." I looked at her and I laughed at her and I told her, "I'll prove you wrong." I began a quest on reading, writing, and studying. I became a student of reading. What did I do? I read every book without exception in our library. It was the Queen Memorial Library. I read every book within the library, and by the time I had graduated from high school, I was well versed in our history. Don Lemon has always been vocal about us as a people on CNN during his tenure of employment there. Why now? Why now? Chris Cuomo was fired from CNN and he sued CNN. Now Don Lemon is in the process of suing CNN as well. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. The revisions of history are attempting to wipe us out historically, like we were never here. Our ancestors came to this country involuntarily. They didn't ask to come here. The Africans were brought here. And we already know, we already know why they were brought here: for servitude, to be slaves. America was built by black people. We didn't just contribute to it. Africans built it. Our history is long. Our history is strong. We're doctors, lawyers, professors, historians, teachers, lecturers, artists. Our history is strong. We're financiers. We're scientists. We can do anything that anyone else can do. We're not going to allow anyone to wipe us out as a people. So, y'all can continue to have your woke conferences, your woke lectures attempting to try to silence us. Dwayne Wade, the NBA famed basketball player, recently moved his family out of Florida. Why? To protect his family, to make sure that his family could grow up in peace and in harmony. You can either sit by on the sidelines of life and do nothing, or you can be a contributor to something that's earnest and worthwhile. Tyrone Bowman tonight will continue to be fair, will continue to be unbiased, and will continue to bring interviews, editorials, as well as the things that are happening within the news and around the world. Don Lemon will be fine. And I think I have made several videos regarding Don Lemon, and I will continue to follow this story as it unfolds. Don Lemon is our brother. You know, ladies and gentlemen, during the course of our lives, each and every one of us are going to be called to take a stand. You can stand for what is right, or you can stand for what is wrong. There is no turning back. And those of you that think that you're safe in corporate America by just going along, to get a paycheck, eventually your wake up call will come. We are woke. We are awakened. Never surrender. Never quit.